Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for another installment of the Gossip Chronicles. Look, I'm tired of shit. I've been cleaning all day and I still ain't done, but I had to slide in here real quick to talk to y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like ain't nothing really major happened in my opinion. It's been kind of boring in my opinion. I feel like these topics are kind of boring a little bit, but we gonna make the best out of them though. Um, but first, before we get started, I need you guys to pray for DC. You guys know, especially you guys who've been watching me a little bit longer. Um, y'all know that's where I'm from. I live here in Virginia, but I'm from DC. It's been a lot going on up there. A lot going on up there. Especially in Southeast DC. My cousin was telling me that a lot of shootings going on. I think even some like in broad daylight. What else has been going on? I also read something not too long ago, just before I got up here to do this video. That the White House just got, it was a shooting by the White House or whatever. It's just, I didn't get a chance to read the details up on that, but it's just crazy, y'all. So yeah, I just need y'all to pray for DC, pray for my family that lives in DC and everything. And I mean, shit, we all need prayer, for real, for real. We all need prayer, because this world is just getting crazier and crazier. And I'm gonna let y'all know, I'm a paranoid person. I've always been just paranoid. I'm always very conscious about my surroundings, especially certain parts of the day. I'm just always, especially this past semester. You guys know I only did 2 classes this semester, and one of them was online and the other one was on the campus. And the one that I went to on the campus, I would go to at 5:30 in the evening, and I would and when I wouldn't get home until like 8 or 9 o'clock. It would usually be dark by then. You know what I'm saying? Especially before like daylight savings had finally came, it would be dark. Dark as shit. You know what I'm saying? And the bus stop is just right there across the street or whatever. But see, I stay, in my complex, I stay in the back. You know what I'm saying? So even after I cross the street, I still got to walk through the little pathway to get to my, my apartment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, yeah. I be thinking anything can happen in this little minute or two. You know what I'm saying? I know I shouldn't think like that, but I'm just very, very paranoid. Very paranoid. But anyways, enough about that. Let's just, get into these topics. The first topic is just something I'm going to just skim over real fucking quick, because I don't even want to talk about this bitch. And this probably be the last time I talk about him for a while. I mean, unless something else major happens, this is going to be the last time I talk about him. You know what I'm saying? George Zimmerman is an update. You guys remember I told you last week, what did I tell y'all? He put the gun up for auctioning, the gun that he used to kill Trayvon Martin. Apparently, from what I've been reading, somebody brought it, which, of course, we're not surprised here, or we shouldn't be surprised, you know what I'm saying? But according to the website, they not sure if it is the actual person that brought the gun or whatever. But they said that the bid had ended at 138 and 900. $138,900. I apologize, y'all. I told you I'm tired. Shit. So yeah, they said that's where the bidding had ended at, and I was just like, I'm done. Like, I said everything I had to motherfucking say last week. So with that being said, moving right along. We got a comedian and a reality star, going up against each other. Lunell versus Nene Leakes. You guys know Lunell, right? The comedian, she, got the ball, real low cut, and it's gold, her hair is gold or whatever. And you guys know she always has them long ass fingernails. I like long fingernails though. Before I had, grew my own nails out or whatever, when I used to go to the shop to get my nails done and everything, I would get the long nails. I don't know. I like long nails or whatever. But anyways, pretty much you guys know that Nene Leakes, she's doing some kind of comedy thing. I don't know if she's doing like an actual tour or she's just gonna be at one place doing a comedy show or whatever the case. I'm not too sure. But pretty much Lunell decided to go on Instagram and start bitching about how reality show celebrities or just celebrities in general can pop up and call themselves comedians, but comedians can't just pop up and get a show. I was like, well, wait a minute now. That show on that show on Oxygen with D-Ray and Michael Blackson and Brandon T. Jackson and all them. They are comedians. Now, I mean, I don't know how long it might have took them, and I don't know how long this idea has been in the works and how long it took them to, you know what I mean? But I mean, they got a show. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's besides the point. But she was also saying how anyone could just step in and out the profession, whenever they get tired, and they can always go back to reality TV and all this other stuff. And Lunell was just saying a whole bunch of other shit, trying to come for Nene and everything, which I didn't understand. You know what I mean? My whole thing is, Lunell, you've been helping out Wendy Williams with her comedy shit. She's not a comedian. She's a television personality host or whatever you call it. Claudia Jordan, she's not a comedian. Not for real. And you giving her advice or whatever, it was. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Lunell just kind of only came for Nene because she knows that her and Claudia Jordan don't get along, and then she knows that her and Wendy Williams had a falling out. So it's just like, you know what I mean? And but anyways, Nene, she clapped back and she said that she never said that she was a comedian, and how Lunell had no problem helping out Wendy Williams and helping, Claudia Jordan. And she also told Lunell that if you stop being salty, you could open up for me. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know about the opening up for you part, but everything else that you said, I was with you on. Because, like same thing she said, I pretty much just said. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like I said, I don't know why Lunell... I mean, I get where Lunell is coming from because, yeah, she did put her blood, sweat, and tears into being a comedian. Whereas Nene Leakes, she, became a reality star, and now she's doing all this other stuff. But I feel like nowadays, a lot of celebrities, whether you're a reality star or you're a musician or an actor or, comedian, whatever, a lot of celebrities nowadays don't just limit themselves to one thing. You know what I'm saying? And I know at one point in time, actors, they had a problem with rappers and singers transitioning over to acting. But they got over it. They got over it real motherfucking quick, though. But yeah, I mean, it's like, why does a person have to only subject themselves to one thing? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit. If you have the capability of doing it, I mean, why not? Especially, getting money, legally. Why not? Why can't she? Like she said, she didn't never say she was a comedian, and I never heard her try to claim that she was a comedian. Just like Wendy Williams, she says that she doesn't claim to be a comedian or whatever. She just wants to do it because people have always told her that she was funny and yada yada yada. So I don't understand what the big issue is. I feel like Lunell, you're just doing a little bit too much, and you need to stop bitching and just, because at the end of the day, from what I hear, you always seem like you get shows. So I don't feel like Nene is fixing to be stepping on your toes or getting in the way of your coin. I'm just saying. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. Moving right along. Our next little beef, I guess you could call it a beef or whatever, is between a reality star and, your old regular schmegular girl like you and me. A nurse by the name of April White versus reality TV star Draya Michelle. So, I don't even know how this all started. I had heard about it, but, I had did my research or whatever. I don't know exactly, this all took place on Instagram. I don't know what picture Draya had put up or whatever that prompted this chick to come for her, but, April, what's the girl name again? April White, she pretty much came for Draya, saying that she came for Draya in the comments, saying that Draya abandoned her first son. Now, now she's abandoning her second son and telling her to go be a mother and saying that her mom didn't give a fuck about Draya and all this other bullshit. Now, Draya, she claps back or whatever, pretty much letting this chick know she's sure that the hospital that she works at will love to know that one of their employees is talking about children, and that is bullying, and it's looking like she does not have compassion for the field that she's in. She told the girl, do not come for my children, and and she would volunteer at her job the day that she cleans out her locker. And she, also was talking about her taking selfies at work and all this other stuff, and told her have a blessed day, blessed weekend, whichever one, and all this other stuff. And this is just one of those cases of mind your motherfucking business, bitch. And that's what the fuck she should have did. Because next thing you know, April, she's sitting up here, bitching on Instagram about how, she got fired, and how how Draya and her fans got her fired from her job, and she's trying to sue Draya for defamation of character, and she also opened a GoFundMe account to help take care of her kids or her bills or whatever. I was just like, you suing for defamation of character, but you tried to come for Draya's character first? Like, bitch, fuck out of here. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, I mean, we done heard stuff about Draya in the past and everything, but it seems like she kind of, done grew up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, why is this shit any of your motherfucking concern? Mind your motherfucking business. You sitting up here speaking out of motherfucking term, and then want to sit up here and blame Draya for you losing your fucking job? Now, Draya didn't cause you to lose your job. If anything, I mean, her fans probably, really, I can't even blame her fans. You caused yourself to lose your motherfucking job. And you got these kids to feed and all this other stuff. Your ass should have thought about that before you try to come for somebody else with children. And coming for their parenting skills. You don't be with Draya 24/7. And like I said, we heard stuff about Draya in the past. I get that. But like I said, it seems like she has grown up as far as being as far as a mother is concerned, as far as being a mother, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you better be glad that it wasn't the goddamn Beehive. You better be glad it wasn't the goddamn Beehive, because not only would your ass have lost your motherfucking job, they would have dragged your ass so motherfucking hard, your ass would have had to go hide under Patrick Starr's rock. For real. And it's like, I mean, I apologize if it sounds like I'm being harsh or whatever, but I do not feel sorry for her. She brought this on her own self. Now, it's like, you have to be mindful nowadays of what you post on your social medias or whatever, even if you already have a job and everything. Sometimes your jobs will, look at stuff or whatever, even if you already are employed with them, especially a situation like this where you're coming for somebody, Draya, of course, she's no Beyonce, but Draya we clearly see she has enough clout for her fans to, somehow let the employers know what the hell Miss April White has been doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, Y'all have to be very mindful of what you post on your social media. Very mindful. You know, I understand, you know, the whole freedom of speech thing and the yada yada yada, but even even if we wasn't talking about freedom of speech or whatever, it's just the principle that you just felt the need to just come for her, period. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I bet you your ass learn now. I bet you your ass motherfucking learn now to keep your motherfucking mouth shut. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation though. Moving on, let's talk about the Bad Boy reunion tour. So I think it kicks off tonight or whatever at the Barclays Center at you know, up in New York or whatever. And also happy early birthday to Big, you know, rest in peace to him. You guys know his birthday is tomorrow or whatever. So yeah, happy birthday to him and everything. Like I think I told you guys before, I just always, you know, like Big's music or whatever, this, that, and third. And I always wonder how the rap game would be if him and Pac and other, you know, great people in rap, you know, if they were still here, how the rap game would have been. But who's gonna be on the tour? Lil' Kim, Mace, Faith Evans, Mario Winans, 112, Toto, Carl Thomas, Deluxe, and French Montana? Why? Why is French Montana on this motherfucking tour? You know, when I think of a Bad Boy reunion tour, I think of the artists that, you know, was, or people that was affiliated with them in, you know, the 80s and, I mean, not the 80s, the 90s and the early 2000s. Not motherfucking French Montana. That kind of bullshit. I mean, is it because he's only really the main active one on Bad Boy at this point, and I guess maybe you just figure you just throw him in there? Or because, you know, you and French you know, talking about Diddy, you and French Montana, y'all like this, you know, you just, you know. So, Brian Angel from Day 26, he was asking, you know, pretty much he was asking Diddy on Twitter, like, why wasn't they a part of the tour? Like, he felt salty. He felt some kind of way. And at first, I was like, well, why the fuck is he mad? Like, I mean, I understand y'all, you know, was with Bad Boy or whatever the case, you know, but then when I had heard French Montana was a part of this shit, I'm like, well, fuck, yeah. If you gonna have him, you might as well have Day 26. I was finna say Dandy Kane, but you know, them bitches, they done tried to get back together, what, twice, I think? And yeah, that, you know, shit ended up getting physical, yeah, so they just can't work together. Yeah. But what was the name of that other band? I think it was called The Band, right? Why not have them? What happened? What's going on with MGK? What's that situation? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just, you know, I don't get it. But anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Are any of you going to the Bad Boy tour? Going to any of the shows on the Bad Boy tour? On the Bad Boy tour or whatever. If you guys are, let me know how it is once you go and see the show. Just real quick, I've heard about the controversy with, you know, Beyonce's new Ivy Park clothing line and how the workers in Sri Lanka they're getting paid bare what's the word I'm looking for? They not getting paid a lot pretty much for, you know, doing this shit. They, you know, in sweatshops and all this other stuff. I just didn't really bother to really read into it too much, but I did go on the website and look at the clothing. It's some stuff that I would actually wear though. That shit expensive, but I was like, I would wear some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then as I was looking through the website, they had the nerve to, you know, flash this box up that said, do you have any what did it say? Something about, do you have any suggestions? We want to make this better, or your experience better, or something like that. It was saying. I wanted to say, yeah, lower your damn prices, bitch. That's what I fucking wanted to say, but I just closed out the shit or whatever. But yeah, y'all have any more information on that, y'all, tell me about it in the comments section below. And about the sweatshops or whatever. Keisha Cole, she finally has met her birth father after 34 years. Her dad is spared skin. Yeah, you guys probably, remembered years ago when they had, when Keisha had their show with Frankie and, all of them. I think Frankie told her that her dad was Italian or whatever. Well, we see he ain't Italian. But, but I mean, of course Keisha gonna go with what her mom told her, you know what I'm saying? But, he's a boxing trainer. They had a paternity test done, so, she knows that's her dad for sure. And she has been currently in Oakland getting to know him better. I done seen some pictures or whatever on the internet. It really seems like that they both are interested in getting to know each other. And I hope this does something for Keisha, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that, these last few years is just, she been looking kind of bad, you know what I mean? Especially within this last year and a half or so, her dating Birdman. About to go to jail over Birdman. And then, dating Bow Wow. And just, sometimes you need that missing piece or whatever. Maybe this will help her, pick better choices in men and help her with some other things. I mean, we all know, I love Keisha, I've always loved her music except for these last couple of years. I haven't been too much a big fan of her music. But, I mean, it's been some songs that I've liked or whatever in these last couple of years, but not like how it was when she first came out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we all know she kind of got an attitude problem. But, I do like Keisha Cole, and I do wish her nothing but her and her father nothing but the best. Last thing, just real quick. Sierra and Future. First off, baby Future's birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday to him. He turned 2 years old. He is so precious. He is so precious, y'all. Like, every time I see him, or almost every time I see him, see a picture of him on Facebook or something, I gotta share it because he is just so adorable. I see the both of them in him. So, yeah, good mixture of them both. But anyways, Sierra lost, she lost full custody or whatever. Well, I don't know if she ever had full custody from Jump Street, but she wanted full custody. But she lost, and the judge granted Future with joint custody and made it, 2 times a month. I think this was already so-called a part of the agreement, him seeing baby Future 2 times a month. I'm not too sure. It's just kind of like, I know I gave Future a hard time. Because, I didn't like how he was just saying, sitting up here saying all this shit about Sierra like a bitch on the, on social media. I didn't like that shit. But I did felt like, too, if Sierra was keeping that baby from him, that was fucked up, too. That's fucked up, too. You know what I'm saying? But, I think her argument in court was trying to say that he wasn't a good father and just he was a bad person in general. I mean, look, whatever problems y'all got, that's between y'all, but don't keep that man from his child. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even, yes, I feel like he's a dickhead, but that doesn't, it doesn't dictate his parenting skills. You feel what I'm saying? And then also too, I know we, sometimes we forget that you don't see you don't see all of somebody's life on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we see Sierra posting pictures of baby Future all the time, that doesn't mean that, Future doesn't try to spend, that doesn't mean that Future doesn't, spend time with him and that he's not a good dad and everything. But of course, like I said, we see him acting, like a bitch and everything. So we automatically be like, oh, yep. You ain't doing what you supposed to be doing as a pappy. But, we got to remember. We got to remember, we don't really know them or whatever. So, like I said, he could have been very well, honestly, trying to see, baby Future. But Sierra just, I guess, She could have been keeping him from him. You know what I'm saying? But 2 times a month. I think he should get. I think he, in my opinion, I think he should get more than 2 times a month with his kid. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. I just hope they can make it do what it do. With what the arrangements are right now, you know what I'm saying? I hope from here on out they can just start off on a clean slate and just move forward. You guys know Sierra and Ludacris is hosting the Billboard Awards on Sunday. I do not know if I'm going to be home by then, because I don't know. I don't know what time the Billboard Awards come on. I assume maybe around like 8 or 9 o'clock. But yeah, I'm not sure if I am going to be home by then. But if I am, I will review it. But if I'm not, then it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I'm sorry this video kind of short. Like I said, it's just not a lot that really caught my attention this week. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back. Make sure you guys share this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.